layers, happy Monday. How was your weekend? This week we are going to be learning about the rainforest. And today I'm going to talk about the tropical rainforest. The tropical rainforests are the rainforests that are very hot, warm and humid. Okay, that means that if you're there you sweat a lot and it's very hot. And I'm going to start teaching you a song. Are you ready? We're going to talk about all the layers in the rainforest. The forest floor, the understory, okay? The canopy, and the emergence. Are you ready?
There are layers of the rainforest, yes indeed.
Yes indeed.
There are layers in the rainforest, yes indeed.
Yes indeed.
The emerging canopy and the understory. There are layers in the rainforest, yes indeed.
Yes indeed.
The forest floor is dim and dark and wet.
Dark and wet.
The forest floor is dim and dark and wet.
Dark and wet.
The ants go marching by as they watch the birds up high. The forest floor is dim and dark and wet.
Dark and wet.
The understory is home to many snakes.
Many snakes.
The understory is home to many snakes. Many snakes. They eat cats, bats, and rats, and they like the gnats for snacks. The understory is home to many snakes.
Many snakes.
The canopy is like a big umbrella.
Big umbrella.
The canopy is like a big umbrella.
Big umbrella.
Monkeys, sloths, orangutans eat all the fruit they can. The canopy is like a big umbrella.
Big umbrella.
The emergence home to birds and butterflies. Butterflies. The emergence home to birds and butterflies. Butterflies. The leaves are so high that they almost touch the sky. The emergence home to birds and butterflies. Butterflies.
Hi there again. So, how many layers does the rainforest has? Let's see, let's count. The forest floor, 1. The understory, 2. The canopy, 3. And the emergence, 4. So our tropical rainforest got 4 layers. And what are layers? Layers are different areas in the rainforest, and in each place different animals and insects live in. So as you can see, there are 2 trees here and they are very tall, right? This means that this part, the forest floor, is very dark. Do you remember the song? The forest floor is dim and dark and wet. Why is that? Because there are a lot of very big trees with a lot of leaves in the top. And the sun is here, so the sun rays cannot reach to the rainforest floor. That is why it's very dark and wet. But what animals live here? Some tigers live in the forest floor, but also we got some snakes. We got some frogs, okay? And lots of tiny insects as well. Let's see, what about the understory? The understory is not as dark as the forest floor, right? And do you remember the song? Who lives in the understory? Yes, a lot of snakes. And what does the snakes eat? Rats, right? So, in the understory, the snakes live there and the rats also. What about the canopy? Canopy is the place where the most animals live in. Why is that? Because it's close to the emergence. It's the last layer of our rainforest. And this means that there are a lot of fruits there, like avocado, like maybe oranges, mangoes, okay? So, as there are a lot of fruits there, that's a very good food for what? What do we have there? Monkeys. Also sloths usually live in the canopy. And remember the emergence. Do you remember the song? That the leaves are so high that they almost touch the sky. See? There are a lot, and this brings a lot of shade. This means that the animals that live in the canopy, they get sun, but it's not as strong. And as they are close to the tip of the trees, they get all the fruits as well. Which layer would you like to visit? Would you like to visit the forest floor and meet all the insects? Look, there are a lot of ants marching, the same as in the song. See, we got spiders. Or would you like to visit the understory, where all the snakes live? And what about the canopy? Who would like to visit the canopy, where the monkeys and the sloths live? And what about the emergence? The emergence is the place for the butterflies and the birds. Which layer of the forest would you like to visit? Remember that different animals live in different parts of the rainforest, okay? And what does the word rainforest means? Rainforest. It means that the rainforest is a place that rains a lot. There are some rainforests that the rain is there usually every day. That is why it's very wet, okay? And the word forest, this means that there are a lot of very big and tall trees. Remember that in the forest floor, there are a lot of animals and insects living there, okay? But who's this? Who do we have here? It's a frog. So now you're going to listen to a story about a frog. Today's story is going to be narrated by Grandma's House from YouTube.
I Don't Want to Be a Frog. Written by Dev Petty. Illustrated by Mike Bolt. I want to be a cat. You can't be a cat. Why not? Because you're a frog. I don't like being a frog. It's too wet. Well, you can't be a cat. I want to be a rabbit. You can't be a rabbit. Why not? Look, I can hop. Sure, but where are your long ears? Besides, what's wrong with being a frog? I don't like being a frog. It's too slimy. That may be, but you can't be a rabbit. I want to be a pig. You can't be a pig. Why not? Most of all because you're a frog, but also because you don't have a curly tail or eat garbage. I can eat garbage. Everyone says that until they eat garbage. Sorry, you can't be a pig. I want to be an owl. Of course you want to be an owl. Being an owl is the greatest thing ever. Boy, would you love being an owl. So, can I be an owl then? No, of course not. Why not? Number 1, you don't have wings. Number 2, you don't look wise. Number 3, you can't turn your head all the way around. And number 4, you are a frog. What's wrong with being a frog anyway? Too much buggy eating. I see. but still, no being an owl for you. Why so glum? I don't want to be a frog. What do you want to be then? Not a frog. I want to be a cat, or a rabbit, or a pig, or an owl. Something cute and warm. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I love eating cats. I love eating rabbits and pigs and owls too. And I'm pretty hungry. I might just go gobble some up right now. That's terrible. It's who I am. But guess the one thing I never eat. Badgers? No, I eat badgers. Lots of badgers. Frogs? Bingo! Why don't you eat frogs? Because they are too wet and slimy and full of bugs. Oh, so it's good to be a frog? Yep. I guess you can't fight nature. We are what we are. You are a fierce hunter. And you are a wet, slimy, bug-eating, very lucky frog. You should just be happy you're not a fly. What's wrong with being a fly? The end. Would you want to be a frog?
Arts and craft time. Are you ready to do some art and craft now? Remember that in the forest floor, it was home for many insects, as you can see here, and it was very dark and wet. But also, there are some people living in the forest floor. There are some tribal communities across the whole world that lives in rainforest. One of them is in Africa, and they are very well known because they use very colorful clothes like this one. So now, as we cannot make clothes, we are going to take a piece of paper, it can be white or black, some glue, a pair of scissors, and some very colorful pieces of papers. I got some squares, some triangles, and some rectangles. Okay? As you can see in this picture, can you see any circles there? No, right? That's why I'm not going to use any circles today. So, you're going to start playing and putting all of these very colorful things into the paper, okay? And you're going to be moving them around. And after you finish, and when you're happy, and you like what you see, you're going to start using the glue to paste it. Why are we doing this? Because if you want to change something and it's already pasted, we cannot move it, right? But like this, you can move all the papers as many times as you like. Now that I'm very happy with my artwork, I'm going to start using the glue and I'm going to paste everything, okay? So remember, this is called kente. Can you say kente? These tribal communities use. This means that the people that live near the rainforest use this beautiful clothing and they are very colorful. So we're going to try to imitate that, to copy that on a piece of paper, okay? I hope you have a lot of fun using very colorful pieces of paper. And if you don't have color paper, you can color some white paper first, then you cut it and then you paste it. I hope you like it and you remember all about the layers of our tropical rainforest. See you later!